Well, join me, Marcus, on another walk, and today I'm starting at Neath Abbey. So the walk itself, it's a circular walk starting and ending here at Neath Abbey. It's about 6 miles in length, that's 9.8 kilometres. Should take you about 2.5 hours. It's not too strenuous, but we will be going up quite a steep hill halfway through it. And it's quite an interesting walk. We start here at Neath Abbey, founded in 1130. We then go past the Neath Abbey ironworks, then alongside the river, then we go through some beautiful countryside. And we end up at the top of the hill, overlooking the valley. Hopefully, it's going to remain dry. But as you can see, the weather's not looking too good. And the forecast is for heavy rain. So fingers crossed. Well, today I'm not doing the walk alone. I'm doing it with a friend from the Neath Antiquarian Society. He actually showed me the walk a couple of months ago, but we didn't have a chance to film it. So he's coming back today to do it again. And as usual, I'll put the coordinates and the map of our walk in the description below. So let's get started. So we're starting here in the Abbey itself. By the way, if you want to see more about the Abbey, I have done a video about it and I'll link it below. But Oliver's going to point out something quite important, what you'll miss if you don't know. It's by the staircase. Is it that red brick up there?
It is. It's quite difficult to spot, but that represents the year in which the excavations were carried out at Neath Abbey, whereby all the rubble and stonework left over from, well, dissolution.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, so it's been hundreds of years. It was piled up that high.
Was there like any slag from, because this was used as a industrial space as well?
It was a bit of both. It was the slag, and it was, as you'll see, further up the wall over there.
Yeah.
Where it's all been fairly obliterated in the time of Henry VIII.
So you come out of the Abbey, you turn right, and this is called?
What's the Monastery Way?
Monastery Way. Well named. And we go under the railway bridge. There's only one way to go really, isn't it? Don't worry, it does get more picturesque. What were you saying about these houses in front?
Well, you'd never tell today, but that was the ironmaster's house at the old Neath Abbey ironworks, which is just behind it.
Was it one house or?
It was. So he was an incredibly wealthy man in his day. And the people living there today split it into 1, 2, 3.
I suppose those are extensions on the end, or were they?
Yeah, I think the middle 3 were the original house.
It's actually called Monastery Road. Yeah, there is a plaque on the house, and it's Joseph Price. They were Quakers, weren't they?
Indeed, yeah.
From Cornwall. So we get to the end of Monastery Road, cross the road by the mini roundabout, go past this car parts place. It looks like you're going into a yard, but you're actually going into Neath Abbey ironworks. So this was founded, was it in 1792, I think? And it was in operation until 1886. What did they make? It was mainly a lot to do with shipping, wasn't it?
It was made here, and it was taken straight down to the ports at Britain Ferry and Swansea, and off around the world.
And later on, they're doing steam engines and things as well, weren't they?
They were, and even after the industrial time, businesses carried on here up until well into the 20th century.
Okay. It's a bit overgrown now, isn't it? And these are the blast furnaces.
I believe that one there is the most intact blast furnace of its kind. Definitely in Wales, but possibly even wider than that.
I read that because they were Quakers, they wouldn't make, even though they made ships, they wouldn't make anything like the guns or anything like that. Is that true?
That
Obviously.
is true. But yeah, obviously the ships were used in
Yeah,
warfare,
the ships were used, but they wouldn't make anything directly involved in killing.
It was quite a loophole for them that they could make a profit out of the ships, but not the guns which were placed on the ships later on.
So you walk past the old ironworks, then we go under this viaduct, which is still in use, isn't it? Is it the main route from Neath to Swansea?
It is for the trains.
I don't know if you can hear, we are getting closer to the river. It's only about 100 yards from the ironworks, alongside the river, up to the weir. And we cross over here. So this weir, the water was needed for the ironworks, wasn't it?
Yep.
And also this bridge we're on was an old tram road, wasn't it?
It was. There's no remnants of that today. There's no sign of the tracks or anything, but it was.
So after crossing over the river, we go up those steps there. How would you describe the walk as in strenuous level? I would say it's moderate.
It's largely flat until the climb up the mountain towards the end. But even then, I think that's only 20 minutes of climbing.
Yeah. You need to be fairly fit, but not a mountaineer. So these steps come out onto a road. And we continue to walk upriver. I'm out of breath already.
I was going to say, I don't know how you're managing to speak to camera.
We keep walking down this road. Does it end?
The end of the footpath.
Okay, so you can't miss the footpath at the end. About 2/3 of the way down the road, you'll come across a public footpath sign there. Little stone style. Down there is Longford Waterfall, but we'll be seeing that on the way back. We continue down this road and you can see a dead end sign. So we left the road now and we've joined a footpath. Like I said, it's easy to follow and the map is below as well. The All Trails link. So when you come to these bollards, you take a left. You can tell we're doing it live because the road is closed. So you would cross there, but the area is closed. Typical. So we're going down and crossing at the next available crossover, and the workman said the other side is fine. So we're going to cross the river a bit earlier and walk up the other side. So we're back at this sign again because of the detour. Anyway, we'll see you back up by the bridge where we were meant to be going 20 minutes ago. So this is the other side of the bridge or the dam which was closed. So we would come down from the left, cross that and up this path here. Oliver and his connections will find out when the building work's due to finish. So we come up from the river, meet a road and go straight across by a house called Swiss Cottage. Well, it's still not raining, which is the good news. But it's really warm. It's really muggy. And we're all dressed up, expecting rain.
Never rains in Neath.
That's the best kept secret, is it?
Best kept alive.
So you get to a clearing. There's a couple of ways you can go, but we went up the path by the telegraph pole, didn't we?
We did.
There, so we're going up that way. So we're now entering Dyffryn Woods. So what's this down here? About 100 yards up from the entrance to the woods.
Well, this area is full of former mines. You can just about see the entrance to one down here.
So in areas like this, you've got a choice. You can either take the footpath, the yellow arrow up there, or take the less steep, but slightly longer bridle way this way. And we're going to go this way, I think. I think last time we went up there. We're starting to feel the climb. I think the distance I measured on the last one is about 6 miles, or just under 6 miles.
I don't think it steals it. I think it'll be quite compact.
Yeah. Didn't feel like it. It does today though, because of the detour we had to take.
More than 9 miles.
Yeah. Oliver was just saying we haven't bumped into anybody for the last, how long?
It'll be at least 45 minutes.
Have you done this walk on the weekend?
The first one I did on the weekend, and I think the maximum amount of people I saw was 3. And 2 of those were the same person walking their dogs,
Yeah.
overtaking us twice.
Very quiet area, considering it's so near a busy town. I'm sure I felt rain then. A raindrop maybe, I don't know. The sky has got darker. So I think we take a left here, looks like it, doesn't it?
Yep, that's the one.
Like I said, we've taken the bridle way this time, but the walk straight up the side of the mountain is quicker, although much steeper. So I can feel the rain now. So what I may have to do is change from the external microphone into the GoPro microphone if it gets too heavy, because this microphone setup isn't waterproof. At the moment we're sheltered and under the trees. I don't know how long we can do this for. There is somewhere to sit, and despite the rain and the low clouds, the views are still quite good. How far to go?
I think we're 3/4 of the way up,
Oh, okay.
but it's not that steep from here.
So we're just about to emerge from the trees, and I think I will need to change the settings of the camera and make it more waterproof. I don't think it's going to ease up. So hopefully you can still hear us without the external microphones, and we're all waterproofed up, the camera and me. But saying that, it's eased off. So we're getting to the top of the mountain. Now the name of this mountain, it's one of those places in South Wales where it's got a Welsh name, but no one pronounces it like the Welsh name. So what is it?
From a local, Drumau.
Drumau Mountain. But it would be pronounced
Drymau.
Drymau. Drymau, yeah. But no one locally calls it that, they just call it Drumau, do they?
Yeah. I think local parlance would be going up Drumau.
Yeah. There's some strange rocks around here. Look at these. You probably can't see it on the camera, but the trig point's just there. It's in a field. It's all fenced off, so. Right, trig fans, let's continue. The weather hasn't improved. So here we find quite an impressive standing stone. So when you get to the standing stone, we're going to make our way back down the hill. To the left you can see the gate leading you down. We're going down there. It's wet, but at least it's not too windy. That's coming on the weekend apparently. Going back down is quite steep. It is quite a steep, slippery path, isn't it?
It is, especially when it's wet and slippery. I'll never figure out how you got down here so fast.
So now we've made it down to the bridle way. It was a bit longer than I thought and a bit slippier, but take your time, you'll be okay. So we've come down the mountain, very wet, and we're back by Swiss Cottage. This time, instead of going back down to the river, that's the area that was closed off, we walk about half a mile, I think, isn't it? Along there, that comes out of Longford Road.
Yep.
So we head down here, so we come down off the mountain and take a right. But before we go back to Neath Abbey, we're going to go past the waterfall, aren't we? Is it Longford Waterfall?
It is.
Yeah, so we're going to pop down and have a look at that. So as you walk down Longford Road, just off it, you'll find this. You wouldn't believe, as you walk down that suburban road, literally 100 yards away, I'm getting the Garrow Valley vibes again. But luckily, on the way up, it was mainly dry. Only a couple of minutes to go. I'm glad it's over now.
I told you it never rains in Neath.
Yeah, pause. I'm back at Neath Abbey, and that was my Neath Abbey to Drymau Mountain circular walk. Thanks to Oliver for showing me the way. It started off okay, but look at it now. I just remember, even in this weather, keep walking. Bye.